Hey y'all, Dan from Inngest here. We just dropped a new feature this week called batch keys. And this enables you to more efficiently group work in batches by any property. Let's check it out. So batching comes in handy when you have a high volume of events and you want to handle them more efficiently. So let's use this simple example of a blog. And each blog post has a like button, and this blog is super popular, so people hammer these like buttons all day. So you started off and you originally wanted to write to the database to update the number of likes that you got and send a notification. So let's see what it happens without batching. So all the like comes in for each post in your blog, and you trigger a job each time. So you're kind of running things excessively, a lot of writes to the database, and a lot of noisy notifications. So now let's add batching to our code. Let's check out the code. So this is your basic function before, and let's focus in on right here, where you're setting the batch to run for every time that there's either 20 items or the timeout has surpassed 5 seconds. So Inngest batching automatically waits for these limits to be hit and then executes your function just once for that group. So let's see how this looks. So now I'm going to toggle this on and I'm going to run this. So now the same likes are flying through. And this time instead, we're going to run one job. And that's 5 seconds is going to surpass because we already got the 20. Now we get the second job. So this is much more efficient, right? But we have to handle, as we see in the code here, multiple blog posts and IDs and write to the database for each like for each one and notifications for each blog post. So this is a little bit more complicated, and it makes writes and creates more notifications. So now let's add batch keys. So down here we add this one line of code which allows you to specify the actual property in the event that you want to batch or group things by. So in this case we're going to use post ID, so the blog post's ID. As we can see, the code looks a lot simpler right here because it's just handling one thing, it's making one write to the database, sending one notification. So the code is much cleaner. Let's see how it works. Let's enable this guy and run it. Okay, our likes are coming in. Now the system is only going to group them for each post. So we now, as we can see, only got 2 notifications. One for the next post and one for the express post. Now, as we can see, our batches are much cleaner and way more efficient. Each job only handles the data for a particular blog post. In a lot of systems where you're adding batching and you have high frequency, this will come in handy as it'll help simplify your code and hopefully make your system overall more efficient. So if you have anything in your system that might help by this, check out batching and batch keys in our docs. And thanks for watching.